Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is our April Fireside Chat. My name is Magendantz. I'm your Scout Executive. Again, just like to remind those of you that are joining us on the phone, first of all, thank you for joining us on the phone. Second of all, if you wouldn't mind muting your phones until the end when we have questions and answers opportunities, or if you've got a really pressing question during, certainly unmute and ask the question. It just makes it easier for those that are listening to our broadcast via YouTube later on. In cutting down the background noise. So thank you for that. We're going to have an update on some of our activities that we're working on, unparalleled experiences around the council. Some camp updates, high adventure contingents are a topic for today. Year-round camp usage and our Campmasters, Or the Arrow, Tribe of Nanny Bazoo, advancement. We'll get some fundraising updates from John Pelletier. We'll talk about membership and an exciting new pilot program that we're endeavoring upon this fall, STEM University update, and the ever popular show and tell with Sheila. And then we'll have an opportunity for just some general comments and questions that you may have. So at this point, I will go ahead and ask if Mike Evano would come up, and if Rob Barrett's on the phone, but Mike Evano is going to give us an activity update and then talk a little bit about Jubilee activities as well. So Mike?
Perfect. Thanks, Eric. Rob was not able to call in with us today, so I am going to give you a quick rundown on three important things coming up from an activities and civic service side of things. First of all, civic service. We should have had most of our scouts out on the streets this past weekend, putting out door hangers for our annual Scouting for Food drive. You'll see everybody up here today has their Scouting for Food sticker. Door hangers, as I said, have been put out here recently, so if you have not gotten out there, hopefully we're getting out all of our door hangers before our April 9th collection date. Make sure that you get out and collect all of that food between 8 a.m. and noon on April 9th. And we've got all of our Hy-Vee store locations, again, participating in this. So if you're a community member and can't get your drop bag at your doorstep, go ahead and drop off at a Hy-Vee location. And those units who use your local Hy-Vee as your drop point, please remember to get out there, and those locations can use some help, both getting things loaded into the trucks, and also we've got our bag program again at the local Hy-Vees to give community members a chance to buy a bag to donate. So look into that and certainly contact our offices with any questions or issues that come up. And just a reminder that patches and ribbons will be out during May roundtables in all of our districts.
Mike, just remind our little guys about safety.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're out there, obviously this service project is important to our community, but it's also important that all of our scouts are safe while doing so. Make sure that there are adults supervising our scouts, especially as the Cub Scouts are going out there getting involved. And certainly the old adage of look both ways is very, very important as we're crossing busy streets in our community. Just be sure to move with a buddy and be very safe out there. Thanks, Eric. Moving on to our big event coming up at the beginning of May, that is our annual Pinewood Derby for the Mid-America Council. May 7th at Klaas. We have had Greg Dawes call in the last few months, kind of give us some updates and teasers, but now is the time to get online and register for what is really the biggest Pinewood Derby race in our area. We draw racers from 30 different states. We have a big event, and don't miss out on being a part of this. You don't have to have qualified at your district level. We have racing for every age level, including siblings and the ever-popular adult races. So get onto the Mid-America Council calendar and sign up for that today. And then finally, I just want to make sure that you guys mark your calendars for an event in August that is always a big favorite for us, and that is our Cabela's Adventure Day. Mark your calendars for August 27th. That's a Saturday. We'll be having that out at Chalco Hills, and we'll be releasing more information, and registration will go online on April 15th. So just make sure to mark your calendars. That's a great event. We're looking at building in some synergy between our Cub Scout resident camp and our Cub family weekends, and use the Cabela's Adventure Day activity really to be a wrap-up of some of the advancement opportunities we're offering at all of our camps this summer. So again, look for more information on that coming out soon. Shifting gears over to Jubilee, the biggest unparalleled experience that we offer every 2 years. Jubilee is registration is online. You can register for this event, but we have 50+ activities right now in the works, building toward really the biggest Jubilee we've ever seen. Just some high points that you can take a look at online. We're looking at doing a spar pole climb event. We're going to offer this year a 5K obstacle course race. We're working on having a NASA astronaut out there and a downlink with the International Space Station, something we've never done before. We'll have the steel saw guys out there doing demos and some just crazy stuff with chainsaws. We'll have a Creek Stewart survival school. Yeah, Creek Stewart from the Fat Guys in the Woods show is going to be out there at Jubilee, not just doing demos, but actually offering hands-on experiences with our scouts. They'll be able to learn advanced shelter building and advanced fire building, along with some other cool things that Creek has in store. So that'll be kind of a cool experience. And he's an Eagle Scout, that's right. And then, of course, we've talked about it on a number of fireside chats, but we continue going down this road working with the Guinness Book of World Records to offer a half-mile-long Pinewood Derby track, the longest in the world. So check back frequently at the Mid-America Council website. We do an update every single Friday on the Jubilee button that's just in the lower left of the main page. We add a new activity every single week. So check back often and certainly get registered for this unparalleled experience. And then finally, I want to touch on 3 very important things regarding resident camp, Cub Scout resident camp. First of all, if you haven't gotten online and checked out these 2 documents that are available from gocubcamping.org, you can get your leader's guide, which has been out since August, and then we posted our program guide last month. This is available online at gocubcamping.org under resident camp. We also had our pre-camp leader meeting March 19th. We had over 50 people out there at Little Sioux getting all the new information about what we're going to be offering. In that program guide, when you go to that link, you're going to find customizable schedules that you can use as a guide for all of your rank levels, from Tigers through Webelos, and it gives you a sense of where they're going to get advancement opportunities versus just plain fun. And we hope that you're building a schedule that's balanced between advancement opportunities and fun. We've also included this year a grid work to help you understand not only exactly when each activity is going to be offered in each area, but also give you a sense of where each of these activities are geographically located within camp. The camp map that's included in the program guide will be very helpful. Make sure parents and leaders pay attention to exactly where all of those items are. We also showed off some drafts of this last month, but our patches for all 3 of our Cub camping opportunities, family weekend, day camp, and resident camp, those are on order already. So look to see these at each of those events in May, June, and July. This is your chance to join the CSI team and get your badge. And then finally, I just want to throw out some information about TSHAB, the Tri-State High Adventure Base. We have an in-town informational meeting for both participants who are already registered for tracks in 2016 and those people who just want more information. We've got a meeting on the calendar for April 21st. Everybody who's already registered should have been notified of this, but it's also on our MAC calendar for anybody else. April 21st at 6 p.m. here at the Durham Scout Center. We'll be doing some orientation for participants and then giving you some information on what the different treks will be this year and next year. So check that out at tshab.org. You can sign up for that. And we're also in the market for a couple more staff members for this summer's Trek program. We're looking for a couple staff members who are over 18 and who are looking for a summer full of adventure, basically, both with the possibility of leading river cruise and also our new backpacking program. So more information on that at tshab.org, or contact the council office if you are interested in one of those roles or want more information about the orientation meeting. So with that, I'll turn it over to Christine for some continued camp updates.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. I'll continue as far as staffing, as that is one of the main things that we're getting ready for summer camp. There are some area directors that I do have still open. That includes aquatics director, equestrian director, camp medic, assistant ranger, and also a STEM director. These are very important positions, especially to provide the program that we have already planned out for all the scouts, and we have a lot of scouts already signed up. So if you have any prospects, please either reach out to myself or the office here, to where we can get them on board and get them trained. A few other things as far as camp, we do have other positions that are open. So if you're still 15 to 17 or whatever age you are, definitely apply and we can get you on board. If you missed the leader meeting or also the phone conference that I had back in March, I put a video together explaining all of that information and where the resources are available on our website. Again, the website is goscoutcamping.org. If you click under additional resources, then you'll be able to see that video and get up-to-date information for summer camp. A few things that are coming up that I want to make sure you're aware of. Starting this Friday at 4:00 p.m. Central Standard Time is Operation Eagle. Scouts can be able to sign up for that program. All the scouts will go on a waiting list, and then we'll further be able to communicate those scouts that are in the program. April 21st will be the rest of the program signups for all the scouts. And then May 1st, we have a big deadline of the discounted rate. And then anybody paid in full will receive a free customized t-shirt. That's for the youth. And then any adults that want to purchase those t-shirts can also do that online. For high adventure, there's a lot of people that have been out to Philmont or Seabase or Northern Tier or even been out to the summit. It's an incredible experience that youth may only have one chance to get out to. We offer here with the council contingents to where scouts and some of the smaller troops or even larger troops that don't already go out to the various high adventure bases, us as a council, we put together different contingents to those bases to where any scout can sign up for any year. For 2017, those registrations are already online and open for you to sign up. We're sending about 4 crews out to Philmont and then 2 crews up to Northern Tier. I'll emphasize Northern Tier a bit. For 7 or 8 days, you can go out and hike and canoe throughout the boundary waters. You have all of your equipment with you. It's an incredible experience, and it's true wilderness. Many people say that wilderness is in different areas, but I will fully attest that Northern Tier has the true wilderness atmosphere. So again, you can register for that online. 2018 registrations for contingents that will go to Philmont, Seabase, and Northern Tier will open early June when summer camp gets started. If you have other questions as far as high adventure bases in general or the contingents, feel free to reach out to myself or the council office and we can get your questions answered. So I'll pass it off to Scott Hanson. He'll talk about year-round camping.
Thank you, Mike and Christine. Obviously, we have a lot of very strong camping programs coming up, not only this summer, but summers in the future. But don't forget that our camps are open for your use on a year-round basis. Last year, we were able to see about 2 to 3 out of all of our packs and troops, 2 to 3 out of every 10 packs and troops actually use one of our 4 camps for weekend camping opportunities throughout the rest of the, we'll call it the short-term camping season. And one unit in our council actually attended all 4 of our camps for a weekend camping program that they conducted, and that was a troop out of Soaring Eagle District. Weekend camping is very important, not just going to summer camp, those accredited resident camps, or going to your district's camporees or Klondike derbies, but also getting out there and using our camps as a chance for just some weekend camping, going out and working on some troop advancement, maybe working with your first-year scouts on the totem ship, or anything that maybe helping the quality of your program at the troop level or the pack level. It's important to know that we also have a group of volunteers we call the Campmaster Corps that actually spread out throughout our camps and offer free programs to those that are actually camping there for the weekend. Programs like rope making, shooting sports, coping climbing, cooking, sports and games, swimming activities. Those are things you can expect throughout the year that are offered at our camps on weekends by our volunteer Campmaster Corps. Please make sure that your packs and troops are looking at our camp properties for their year-round use. Whether it's every month they're heading out to one of our camps or they're heading out to our camps quarterly, it'd be great to have every unit in our council actually use one of our 4 camps at least once throughout the year. You can find more information about weekend camping, including how to reserve your spot, and including the dates of the upcoming programs offered by the Campmasters at the council's website. That's mac-bsa.org, and click on that weekend camping button. Now, speaking of camping and outdoor program, now I'll turn it over to Curt White on the phone to give an update on the Order of the Arrow.
I want to mention that the OA elections are done for the year. Campers will be doing all our OA call-outs to April District Camp Breeze. Hopefully everybody can make it. Our first ordeal weekend for the year is May 13th to the 15th at Camp Cedars. Registration is available online now. Go to the MAC website calendar, or go to the link on launch97.org. And I wanted to certainly mention that starting out the OA's next 100 years, the OAC has approved a brand new Cut launch flap. Will hopefully be available for sale at the May Ordeal weekends. And that's what I got.
Thanks, Curt. All right. Handing it over to Mr. Don Nagel for an Annie Mizzou report.
Good afternoon. The tribe of Nanny Mizzou was founded in 1919 at Camp Gifford, our summer camp prior to Camp Cedars. The tradition has been renewed at Camp Cedars, and membership is conferred on older scouts, third year or higher, and adults who are active in scouting and long-term camping at Camp Cedars. The purpose is to reinforce the principles of the Scout Oath and Law and encourage participation and long-term camping at Cedars. The use of Indian lore is part of the mystery and appeal of Nanny Mizzou. Throughout the testing, the candidates are encouraged to prevent character building and renew their vows in scouting in a very dramatic way. The very heart of the NBZ experience for each member is the opportunity for introspection as well as application of the scouting ideals. There are 7 individual ranks for youth members through which they may advance. Advancement is limited to 1 per summer, and the criteria for progression are tied to the advancement and accomplishments in scouting. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Don. An advancement report, Christine.
We have John Shore is actually on the phone.
Stefania.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. Just a quick update. We still are working toward our May 1st deadline of the intranet advancement. So we're looking for all units to be able to place their update through intranet advancement on My Scouting and have that reporting go national so that the reports are captured, doesn't slow down anybody for Eagle, and then things processed with the appropriate registration. The big watch out for us is our advancement reporting year to date. So for Boy Scouts, so far year to date, we have 49% of our units showing advancement. So that means we have 105 units out there where boys haven't been recognized, scouts haven't been recognized with their advancement so far year to date. So that's a lot of units. So if your unit hasn't got your advancements in sometime this first quarter, then it's imperative to get your advancement in here in April so that your boys can be recognized for what they've earned. Cub Scout, the opportunity is even greater. We only have 32% of our packs showing advancement here in the first quarter. We have 194 units in our council where boys haven't been recognized for the work that they've done here in December, January, and February, and March. So it's concerning, and we want to make sure that every boy gets recognized. So the ask is get your advancement in here for the first quarter and get them recognized so that every scout has the opportunity to get the advancement, to get the recognition that they've earned from advancing in Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts.
Thank you, John.
Yes, sir.
All right, putting the fun in fundraising, here is John Pelletier.
Well, thank you, Mike. Just a few updates from the development side. Want to take a couple moments and recognize those units that have achieved their goal and pledges for our annual investment and character campaign. So bear with me for a moment. From Diamond Dick, Pack and Troop 247. From Goldenrod, Troop 1103. From War Eagle, Pack 211, Pack 631, Troop 211, and Troop 700. From Soaring Eagle, Pack 363, Pack 374, Pack 421. From Lewis and Clark, Pack 378, Pack 395. From Twin Lakes, Pack 76, Troop 8, Troop 71. From Wagon Wheel, Crew 464 and Crew 483. Packs 27, 206, 353, and 490, and Troop 499. From Thundercloud, Pack 123, 146, and Troops 46, 144, 155, 170. From PLS, Pack 279, and from Trailblazer, Packs 39, 45, 73, and 76, and Troops 38, 73, 76, 243, and 510. So that's a lot of packs, troops, crews that have achieved their goals and pledges so far for our investment and character campaign. That's great to hear. Our campaign has been doing extremely well. We ended April ahead of where we ended March, ahead of where we ended March last year. Thank you, Eric.
It's also a teller of the future.
Absolutely. I can see now that we're going to end April ahead, which is fantastic. The important thing to note there is for the second year in a row, we have an incentive for our packs and troops that achieve their goal in payments by the end of June. They will get 10% of their payments put back into their unit account here to use for council activities. And so all achieve their goal and pledges are well on their way. They just need to get those pledges paid. And for those units who haven't yet been recognized, there's still plenty of opportunity over the next 3 months to get your unit there as well. One other thing on the development side, for the third year in a row, we have an event. We're asking everyone to help us appreciate our veterans in honor of Flag Day. This year, our event will be at Offutt Base Lake Rec area. That'll be on Saturday, June 4th. A little bit earlier than Flag Day, but there's a lot of things happening in Omaha the following weekend. Want to make sure we're clear of that. But this is an opportunity for us to recognize our veterans, put on a free breakfast, talk about the strong connections between scouting and a lot of veterans in the area. This year's event will be presented by Valmont Industries as our lead sponsor, and we're looking for scouts to come help, as well as many veterans as possible to come out and be recognized that day. There's more information on the council website, and hope you'd be willing to attend. So that's all I got, and I will turn it over to Nick.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I had to adjust the monitor there to accommodate height. Anyways, talking a little bit about membership here coming up is we got our spring recruitments that are just now getting ready to get kicked off for Cub Scouts. If your unit has a need and has an active summertime pack program, we do encourage you to start looking at your upcoming Tiger Den. This is important because you can start selecting your adult leadership over the summer and getting them slowly transitioned into the Cub Scout program and trained so they're ready to hit the ground this fall. Spring is also a great time to look at maybe areas of need in your unit. Say you're missing a specific age den, that you can start to focus on those den levels as well to get them secured and ready to go so we can fill those dens in the fall. And so spring recruitment is coming up right now. A great time to get them involved here in April so they can hit a couple pack meetings before they get into the summer camping opportunities. Make sure that if you do recruit that you have an active summertime program where you have maybe 1 to 2 activities per month to be able to help those boys have a great summer experience and also earn their summertime pack award. Coming into some fall recruitment opportunities here, we got some new resources available. Of course, this year's theme is CSI, Cub Scouts Investigators, and we have some great new resources that are going to be available for the packs at open houses and also curriculum nights to help promote scouting in their schools. And so some of the new things that we have this year are we have the little called Dragonflies or self-propelled helicopters, and they're going to put the logo on the blades itself, basically signifying your sign-up date, time, and location. The ones that are the clear, these are actually glow in the dark, so they'll be more fun in the evening as well. And then, of course, we'll have some multicolored ones as well. But a lot of great resources that are going to be available this fall to help with your recruitment efforts. One other item that we do have is our, I feel like Sheila up here doing show and tell, but we do have our, basically it's going to be a CSI bag. It's going to look like, it's going to be all black and it's going to be all white font. And so this kind of gives you a sample of what it would look like, but it's actually going to be full bag, and then also with the basically top secret the Cub Scout CSI logo, and then also helping out a program team. Well, it says gocubcamping.org. So since that's always really up to date and have a lot of great activities for the boys. So those are some neat things that are coming up on our fall recruitment. Things that are active right now, our membership teams in the district and our district executives are actively out doing principal visits and also working with each unit to do their unit customized plans. So be working with your district executive if you'd like to see or attend one of those principal visits to help out. We'd like to have you attend that and if you're available. And then also be looking to set your appointment with your district executive and membership teams for your district to help tell about your school night for scouting plan for fall of 2016. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Luke here, and he's going to talk about our new Lion Scout program.
All right, so starting into fall 2016, the Mid-America Council is going to be participating in what's known as the Lion Cub Pilot Program. So we've been officially approved by Area 5 to participate in that program. That announcement will go live at IYOS roundtables this week, and there'll be that announcement will hit at the end of roundtable, and then you'll be able to sign up to participate in that program. There's going to be a link off of the MAC website to a Lions page that'll contain an FAQ as well as a place to sign up online to participate in the program. All the information that the Mid-America Council has will be located on that Lions website. And as more information comes, it'll be pumped onto that website. There's some trainings that are going to be available in May from the national office to the local council, and then we'll take that information and then percolate that down to districts and units after that information is received in May. If there is one thing that units could start doing is start looking at an individual that is going to serve as your Lion coordinator for your pack, and that position description will be available on the website. But this individual should be an experienced den leader. This individual should really not be a parent of a kindergartner, and the Lion program will explain why that's important.
Luke, sorry to interrupt, and you just mentioned it now. What is the Lion program?
So the Lion program is a pilot program that's going to be available for kindergarten age youth starting fall 2016.
Okay, and by pilot, we mean we're gathering data. A lot of councils around the country are participating in it. We don't foresee it going away. So while it's pilot, it's probably permanently here to stay. So as far as the packs that go online, it's just a simple form just to say they want to do it, right?
Yeah, and so you're right. And then so it's just basically name, email, and unit number and district. And so what that's going to allow you to do is to get updates as soon as new information gets posted. We're going to pump that right to your email address so that you have all the up-to-date information on the Lions program. We are putting together a steering committee to help support the rollout of the Lions program. So if you're interested in participating on that steering committee, please contact myself at LukeMcNeese@scouting.org. And now I'm going to turn it over to Sarah Wisecup.
All right, thank you. I'm sure everyone can see my awesome Scouting for Food sticker there. So I'm here, I kind of mentioned this last month, but we have a really exciting opportunity coming up for scouts, students, family members, and this is a partnership we have with UNO's STEM team, and this will be on Saturday, April 23rd, starting at 9 a.m. and going until 3 p.m. This is actually an opportunity for students to come in and take some classes and earn merit badges. This will be experts in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So there's that STEM term there. This will be from the education in a partnership with the University of Nebraska, Omaha. And essentially, it's going to be conducting hands-on workshops for families in celebration of the Nebraska Science Festival, which goes on throughout the entire month of April. We're going to have different hands-on activities through some stations that'll be open and available to everyone. There'll be an open computer science demos in the computer lab on campus. And to give you an idea, there are some classes that require pre-registration. And we do have a website for this. It will be open this Friday. And it's very important if you're interested or if your son's interested in some of these classes that they go online and pre-register to make sure they can get their spot. A lot of these, they only allow about 25 students in each class. So again, it's really important. I'll give you that registration link once I give you some of the details here. Some of the seminars that'll be offered: zombie math. If you can't stand the heat, don't go into space. STEM topics on flight, where they get to go into some of the flight simulators at UNO, which are very cool. How to recognize fossils, exploring spatial relationships, they call it the equilibrium block party, geology rocks, and then fun with scratch and pico boards. And again, some of these do fulfill merit badge requirements. In fact, probably about a little more than half of them do. So a good opportunity to kind of get into a different environment, get on campus, and just learn some different things. The registration link, these are all free. Again, you just have to go online, reserve your spot, and that'll be https and then // and then www.scoutingevent.com / and then STEM 2016. And also if you have some problems, you can go just to our main mac-bsa.org website, and that'll be on our council calendar. So you can see it on there as well and go ahead and register. But it should be a great event. Hope we can have lots of people come out and participate. Okay, and next we have Sheila, my mom, coming up with our with our nice scouting shop presentation.
Thank you, daughter.
You did that.
Fine job, fine job. We have a few little housekeeping things I'd like to bring up first. I know a lot of people have been looking for the Boy Scout handbooks. We do have some more of the regular bound in currently. I have approximately 72 available at the moment. Next week, we should be having more of the coil bound in. We will be calling those that have pre-ordered, so be looking for our phone calls, and hopefully we'll get everyone outfitted with the books. Just to comment on the Lions program, in August we should be having kits available for the new little cubbies to come in and get their Lions kit, so be on the lookout for that. As soon as we have more information, we'll let you know about that. Now to the fun stuff, because we have so many new items. There's so many I couldn't even decide which ones not to bring, so I brought some fun ones. So some of the cool things we have are two-way radios, some walkie-talkies, so that'll be kind of fun when you're out about. We also have weather radios back in. We haven't had these for a while, so I'm really glad we have these in. That's a really good deal, so come in and get your weather radio when you're heading out. Next, for the really fun things, we have light up disco lights for your bikes, so you can be out riding at night and you're going to glow because it's disco. Hopefully it matches the music you're using. We sign them up for 2. We have all kinds of the gear ties in now. These are really cool. I think they're really fun just for sculpting purposes, so in case you really don't need it to tie down your gear, you can sit in your tent and make all kinds of cool little designs. We have the knot bone, which is an adjustable bungee strap, which is really cool. We have several different items from this company, so you might want to check those out too. Now we have in the little brim lights, so you can add them to your existing baseball caps, so those are available. More fun things. We got new water bottles. These are called the Chutes. They are the smaller opening, but it's a screw top lid without the straws. Those have been really popular, so we have those in. And everybody needs a doohickey, and this is the newest, hottest thing we have. It attaches to your keychain, and your doohickey comes with a little ruler. There's a box cutter on it, a carabiner, all kinds of fun little gadgets. So come check out the doohickey. We can't keep them in the store. They've been great gifts for the new crossover boys. And again, I think I showed this last week, but last month, I just want to remind everyone about our new boonie hats. We have the limey green or the regular green for Boy Scouts. And one more item, tons of new t-shirts. I couldn't bring in all the ones that we have. We have a lot of t-shirt combos, so be sure and check that out. But we got a really fun one for the moms. It's Real Moms Camp. This has been really popular with the moms, so come in and check out all of our new stuff. And now back to Eric.
Awesome, thanks. Always my favorite part of the broadcast as well. Today you heard a lot of stuff about the unparalleled experiences that we have going on here in Mid-America Council. Certainly hope that you're sharing the opportunity with your leaders and your parents to view these broadcasts so that they're aware of all the things that are going on. I know that we send out lots of emails, there's stuff on our websites, the district newsletters, but this is truly where you're going to get the latest, up-to-date, most current information going on in the Mid-America Council. So please, by all means, share the broadcast after the fact so that folks have the the opportunity to know all the great stuff we're doing. It's very exciting about the Lions program. Obviously, you'll be hearing a lot about that in the coming months. A couple of really neat things is honestly now, because we're going to have kindergartners involved in a scouting light type program, we actually are now offering in a competitive way a K through 12 youth development program. So it puts us on a level playing field with a lot of other youth serving agencies, and I'm really proud that we're a part of this, and very excited to see us get involved, and urge all of our packs to get involved with our Lion Cub program. Wanted to also give a shout out to Janelle and Thundercloud District for being the first district to go over their family investment in character goal this year. So great job, Thundercloud and Janelle. Well done. Scott made a mention of something, and maybe we already have this. Scott mentioned earlier about a troop that attended all 4 of our camps: Cedars, Eagle, Wakanda, and Little Sioux last year. And Scott, do we have an award that we give out to those?
They were recognized by the OA March.
But no real formal award that we publicize. So I'm very interested in hearing from you. If you, I'd like to see us put together some formal award like we have for the National High Adventure Bases. If you go to all of those, there's a special national level award. I'd love to hear from you. What would you like in terms of recognition? Is it a patch? Is it some sort of a discount? Is it a pizza party? Is it me come to your troop meeting and present you with a special certificate, or something else, or maybe me stay away from your troop meeting? I don't know. So I'd love to hear from you. You can certainly send me an email or send an email through your district executive and ask that it get to me. And love to be able to share some of that stuff with Scott. And we're going to brainstorm on this end as well. But sometimes we don't know what you want, what will motivate you. So, because we'd love to have you at every single one of our camps throughout the year. So that's it for my follow-up. But I wanted to give you a chance for those that are on the line to see if you've got any questions, comments, true confessions, or any rumors that I can confirm or deny for you.
Hey, I had heard something about for recruiting for this year for kids that sign up for Tigers next year, that the Mid-America Council might be offering a free uniform to them. Is that accurate?
I don't. Somebody answer that.
It's adult leaders that are registered by June 1st for next year's Tiger.
The adult leaders.
Tiger Den leader.
Okay, so apparently it's the Tiger Den leader. If they're registered for Tigers, Luke, why don't you come up here? Didn't get everything you said there. So hang on one second. We're gonna have Luke come answer that question for you.
Thanks, Eric.
So this program is called the Tiger Dream Big program. So the point of the program is for you to identify your Tiger Den leader, and then have that individual recruited. And then if that individual is recruited by June 1st and you communicate that to your district executive, we'll outfit that Tiger Den leader with their uniform for the fall.
That's great.
Okay, now I get it. Thanks, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully that's a motivator, nice incentive. Somebody's theoretically going to do it anyways. It's just helpful to have that person nailed down before we go into the fall. So I think that's why we're putting together that program. So good question. Thank you. Anything else? Any other questions? All right. Well, again, please share the broadcast out with your leaders and your parents so that everybody has the most up-to-date information. We'll have our next Fireside Chat on Monday, May 2nd. And as always, we'll see you on the scouting trail. And thanks for all you do for Mid-America Council and all the kids that we serve. Have a great day.